Of course I'm gonna play Callisto Protocol when it comes out. Did you watch Coffeezilla speak to the FTX owner? Not yet. We talked about the New York Times interview with Sam Bankman-Fried a little bit, though. Coffeezilla posted a little clip from it here. I'll pull it up. This shit is blowing my mind, the way the media is treating Sam Bankman-Fried. A fucking billion-dollar fraud. One of the biggest frauds we've had in a long, long time. And this is the reception. Amazing. He's getting interviews, getting rounds of applause, getting very favorable articles written about him, and the man is a fucking criminal who should be in jail. Crazy. Crazy. Thanks to resub Marcy, Chump, Ophidia, Virtue, and the Prime Boofy. I don't think I'll ever go to Australia, but if I do, I will be sure to check that out, Scorpion. I mean, those things are usually cool, Jay. It's just like I said, I'd rather just watch as opposed to be involved. The audience is AI. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. This is the head of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried. Right now he's going on a little world tour here, doing all kinds of interviews and shit. And the media loves him, even though he is one of the biggest frauds. So weird. Why is that surprising? I think the reason it's so surprising to me personally is because old media always looks for the next thing to attack, whether it's games like, oh, the shooter played a game once. Maybe we need to make like 6 articles about violent games or something. Like, they're always looking for something to attack. And now they have the perfect candidate with Sam Bankman-Fried. One of the biggest frauds in history. Billions of dollars wiped out. And instead of attacking him, they are putting his whole ass in their mouth and sucking the farts right out. All kinds of puff pieces praising him and his character, calling him a genius and his vision. And it's just such a shame FTX collapsed, unavoidable, a victim of a bank run. Who could have seen it coming? Nobody. Getting a goddamn tour out of it, it makes no sense. I know he donated a ton. I get that. But even still, they're just tanking their own credibility. Everybody, I haven't seen anyone, literally no like human being outside of journalists defending him. So every piece that Wall Street Journal prints about, oh, actually FTX collapse wasn't fraud, it was he had a bad League of Legends game and people got a little concerned and all pulled out at once. Like, every time they write some stupid piece about FTX and how Sam Bankman-Fried's an angel, more and more people are opening their eyes to how fucking dog shit they are. Like, as a company. Like, normal people. Like, actual just normal people who maybe victim of FTX or know somebody that was a victim of it. I just don't know what they're thinking with these pieces. It doesn't compute. It makes no sense to me. No, he didn't donate to, like, well, I think he did donate to charities as well, but he donated directly to, like, the media. He donated to political parties. Like, he donated directly to the people that are singing his praises. But still, it doesn't make any sense why they would be defending him now. He has $0 to his name. He has less money than every single person in chat right now, at least on paper. He has $0 to his name. He lost all of it in the FTX collapse. So it's not like they can even hose him for more donations. But he also does have rich parents, so he probably isn't like actually at 0. His parents are rich. Thanks to Tier 1 Quest, and the resub Alter, and the Prime Numeral, and Bit Society. No, I can't say I saw that, vegan. What I'm hearing is someone got stupid and lost their money. No, what you're hearing is this guy ran one of the biggest fucking fraudulent Ponzi scheme scams in the like history, like up there with Madoff, FTX, all of it from top to bottom is a case of fraud, not negligence, not an accident, not an unavoidable tragedy. Just fraud. Did they get in trouble? No! Somehow he has not gotten in trouble. That's the whole reason I'm talking about it. He is getting a whole press tour of, like, positive press. It's so fucking weird. Literally this generation's Enron. No, it was worse than Enron. Actually worse than Enron. Thanks for resub Major, MR, and Hugh. Well, that was wholesome. Thanks for the bits, old school. No, Enron was way worse. What the fuck? It actually wasn't. I can't... fuck. Who was the guy... Okay, how about I just look it up? I don't even know why I'm about to ask chat. We talked about it when it happened, and now I can't remember the guy's name. Alright, so after all this, I'll just read it. Newly appointed FTX CEO John Ray III minced no words when filing with the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for District of Delaware. In his 40 years of legal and restructuring experience, he had never seen such a complete failure of corporate controls and such complete absence of trustworthy financial information as occurred here. And why that's so important when comparing it to Enron is because Ray formerly served as the CEO of Enron after the implosion of the energy titan, and he promised to work with regulators to investigate FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried. And he is saying that FTX is worse than Enron. Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Barry. Appreciate that, man. And the resub Adventure, Bin Cypher, and the Prime suck. 74 bill was lost in Enron. Oh, I guess if you're going to talk about like numbers, yeah, Enron was a bigger collapse. Yeah, that's a fair point. I was talking more like the actual fraud side of things, I guess. But yeah, that's fair. If you're just going to go with like how much money was lost in all of it, yeah, Enron was bigger. Who's falling for this shit after the collapse of FTX? That's so pathetic and sad. People will just go into the next one, man. FOMO's a real thing, and people are convinced crypto is the ticket to easy money. But what ends up happening every time is they either get rugged, it either collapses, they get rugged, or they just gradually hemorrhage money over time. Very rarely does anyone that doesn't already start rich make money in the crypto space. Now, maybe like 2 years ago, you probably could have made a very pretty penny as just an average Joe getting into it. Like, you were still early enough. But now, you're just constantly hemorrhaging money. Or just outright getting rugged. Do you think crypto is a scam as a whole, or could be potential? I've always thought there is a future with it. But right now, it's a guilty until proven innocent basis where anything in the crypto space should be looked at as a scam until they prove they're not. 9 out of 10 projects in the crypto Web3 space are all actual fucking scams. There's the Prime Web and the resub Grood.